All right, good afternoon, everyone. Uh, so welcome to 2026. Right, I'm so happy. I'm so glad that everyone we are in 2026 now. So the last time I made a video for this particular PHP class course, I stopped at variables, like how to create variable, how to uh, assign value to a variable. So we all know that variables are a container. They are just a container that you can store something inside, like store, let me say, a container of, or a bottle water. Now what you store inside the bottle water is water, right? So whenever you need a water, you carry the bottle water. Do you understand? So that's how it is when it comes to variables. They just help you to store a value, so that whenever you need that value, you go there and call, you pick the variable. Yes, and you pick the variable instead of picking the values. Do you get? And we have different type of values which I call data types. I call the data types. We have boolean, we have string, we have integer, we have we have yes, we have decimal numbers, we have array, we have objects. Do you understand? So these are the most important type of data types that we have when it comes to PHP. Yeah. So variable have rules. Variable have what? Variable have rules. One of the rules is that variable must be prefixed with a dollar sign. So when we are in JavaScript, right? For you to define a variable, you can actually use three pattern. One of them is you can define a variable by with constant, define it with let, which is let. You can also define it with var, var. Yes, but when it comes to PHP, you will only define a variable by putting dollar sign before the name of the variable. Like this one now, as I see on my screen now, this is variable name. And say that I put dollar sign first, then before the what, before the name of the variable, then I now assign a value to it. Now this value that you are seeing here is a string value. String what? Value, because it have two quote quotation mark at the top. So that's what actually make it a string. Then we also have, then another rule or law is variable must start with a letter or the uppercase character. E must start with a letter or uppercase character. Variable can start with a number. So for instance, you cannot say 2 now, or 12 should be a variable, then you now assign the values to it. Bernard, it will not work. Do you understand? It will not work. So this is not a variable. The variable can start with a number. Okay, variable can start with a number. I've explained that. Variable can only contain alphanumeric characters. Alphanumeric characters like dollar sign, but it must be prefixed with dollar sign first. Dollar sign, then alphanumeric, or you use this one alphanumeric, right? Okay, alphanumeric. So you say 54. That's it. So you can write your variable like this. You can also write your variable like this too. Do you understand? So variable are case sensitive. They are case sensitive, very important. You have to know this. So variable name of small letter is not equal to variable name of capital letter. Let me just write it for you so you see. Variable name small letter is not equal to variable name capital letter. I see it. So that's how it is when it comes to defining a variable. They are case sensitive. They are what? They are case sensitive. Yeah. So this is a variable name. Then the value that you assign to. So the value I assign to this variable now is a integer value. Integer value, which is the data type of this data is integer value. Then the data type of this house key is what is boolean. So boolean always come as true or false or zero and one. Do you understand? So if it is true, it is true. If it is false, it is false. That's boolean for you. Then we have, yeah, so that's it. Then let me now go to let me go to let me go to how to output or display something on the browser when it comes to PHP. So first one is we have a var we have echo, then we have print out. var tell you more details or tell you all the details concerning a variable. It will tell you that variable, you it will tell you the nature of the nature of the value. It will tell you uh, uh, what that variable contains. You understand? So it tells more details, it gives more details when it comes to variable. Then we also have echo. Echo is just for you to display the value of that variable. Just help you to display the value of a variable. Then we also have print out. Print out also is like var but there are little difference to it. Do you understand? So I will comment out this, then show you what they are all used for. So I'll open it on my browser, and alright, for better understanding, let me do this. So I'm trying to give a space. I'm trying to give a space to them so that you can see what I'm trying to say. Now, I said variable don't give you more details about that particular value, right? So if you observe very well, you see that house key, variable dump house key is true, right? House key is true. So it tests all the nature of the values, which is boolean. Then echo name is what? Brad, right? Echo name, you just see it as Brad. Then variable dump, sorry, print out, you see it like this as 1 2 3 4. Yes, and so that's how it is when it comes to variable. When it comes to variable, so there are also another example. Now, um we want to add a variable to a string. then yeah, a variable to a string. So what I'll do is I will say, let me comment out this. So what I'll do is that, so I want to last I want to add or put them in sentence. I want to put some of the variables in sentence. So what I will do is I'll come here, yes, and so I will say echo sign of variable name is variable age, years old. Years old. So can you tell me what you will see on the browser? Just think it on your mind first before I display it to you. Okay, what you will actually see on the browser is this. Brad is 40 years old. That's what you see on the browser. The reason is because name is Brad, age is 40, then your normal string is then years old. Do you get? But let me pause this video first, then test my mic. Thank you.